So at this point, I hope that y'all know that Kamala the incarcerator is somewhere like...
That is so sad. No, why is it all... I just have to win this competition.
It's a shakedown when a nigga come to town. Single show ya, all these bitches gonna drown. And all these pussies get so nervous cause they let me out the pound.
Listen to me. Kamala been waiting her whole entire slave catching career for this moment. Do you hear? Do you hear what I'm saying to you? Now, I just know every time Joe Biden coughed or started having, a dementia episode, Kamala packed up yet another box full of office supplies, taped it up, and then labeled it for the Oval. Like I said in my previous videos discussing Biden, it is so funny to watch the Democratic establishment now scramble. I mean, they're scrambling. When earlier on, so many of us told y'all that it really sucks that we have to choose between one decrepit genocidal maniac, Biden, over another, Trump. Like, when we started having those conversations about how people are so disillusioned with politics and about how some people just want to stay out of the process as a whole, they're just like, girl, it's between a rock and a hard place. I'm not excited about this election. When we were having those conversations, people were just like, oh my gosh, how dare you, trying to shame these people instead of trying to win them over. It was years and years of trying to shame people for saying, hey, this Biden-Trump situation, this Biden situation looks crazy. Trying to shame the people who are saying that instead of trying to appeal to constituents, instead of trying to appeal to the base in a way that makes sense. Now the base all split up, Democrats, even it reached the government, the division when it comes to the Democrats or whatever, it reached the government, it reached government buildings. So it's just like watching y'all scramble now is so crazy. We told y'all that we hate the entire thing and that Biden needs to get out of our face. That's what we said. And when we said that, y'all were like, oh, so y'all want Trump to win? No, we're saying that if you keep Biden's ass as the nominee, Trump is most likely going to win because so many citizens are already displeased with his ass. But the Biden stands were just like, y'all are crazy, da 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 da. And yet now, some of Biden's greatest supporters, I mean, what's his face, raised millions of dollars for his ass and said, hey, guess what? The man that I met or I was talking to weeks before the debate, was it Clooney? He shouldn't be up there. He shouldn't be serving. Now y'all are saying the same exact things that we've been saying for the longest. I guess the genocide wasn't enough, but now that he can't string a sentence together, y'all are just like, oh, well, maybe we should rethink this. Maybe we should rethink this. Y'all are scrambling while the Republicans already know what they want. They already know who they want. And the funniest thing is that when Biden gets called out for shit, some of his hardest supporters, they will say shit like, oh, well, Trump lied. Trump lies all the time. Isn't that what's important? Y'all gonna excuse that? I'm just like, first of all, Dems lie all the time. Let's talk about that. Second of all, it doesn't matter how y'all critique Trump. His supporters are happy with what he's doing. He is giving his supporters what they want. Why are y'all not giving the base, to y'all constituents, what they want? Trump, it doesn't matter how y'all try to shame Trump, call him stupid, call him unprofessional and a disgrace. He is, because he clearly is. He is. But it doesn't matter that y'all call him that and try to hold him to some standards. That's what his supporters signed up for. That's what they want. He delivered to his supporters and is continuing to do it what they want. Bottom line, period. That's it. Y'all be underestimating the power these Trump supporters have, like they didn't almost catch y'all lacking for real on January 6th. Like, y'all talk about them like they just, oh, they can't do anything. They just so stupid. And it's just like, yeah, that's true. They silly as hell. They stupid as hell. But this is the same way y'all talked about Trump when he was going up against whoever in the beginning, when he was first stepping in the political ring. This is how y'all talked about Trump, like, oh, he will never win. It will never happen. He's just too crazy, too stupid, and then he did. So it's wild to watch y'all, instead of trying to repair the extreme damage that has been done to y'all party, like the face of it. Instead of trying to repair that, y'all focus on, oh, well, Trump isn't honest. Trump isn't. It's like, girl, who cares? We know that. All of that clearly doesn't matter if Trump has all of this support. I mean, after 2 impeachments, no less. His strategy is working for his base, for his support, for whatever. And y'all's isn't. Period. Just point blank, period. And it hasn't been working for a long time, yet we tried to tell y'all that before, and then we got dumbass responses. Now y'all scrambling. Apparently at this press conference, listen, the press kept calling this press conference his big boy press conference. It was so weird and corny. Big boy press conference, as if like to say, oh, well, Biden, since he's gonna have to prove that he can really do this, it's his big show, it's his big boy press conference. Girl, y'all should have chosen a different name for the press conference, because he didn't seem like no big boy. He seemed like, embryo, infant. It gave very much just landed on this planet, have no idea how anything works, babes. That's what it gave. At this big boy press conference, when he was asked about Kamala Harris, Biden said, look, I wouldn't have picked Vice President Trump to be vice president if I didn't think she's not qualified to be president. And I was just like, oh my God, Trump is the boogeyman so bad in y'all head that even as y'all minds and brains are disintegrating, you still hold on to that word, honey. Trump is still loud and clear, girl. He literally said with his chest, Vice President Trump, and didn't even go back and correct himself or anything. He just kept on going like he didn't even hear that shit. Like, he don't even know where he at, bro. Like, he just thinking about the time where he could go eat his porridge at the end of the day, and take his ass to sleep and play a cute little game of bingo and take his ass to sleep. That's all he thinking about, bro. That's all he thinking about. Earlier at the NATO summit, Joe Biden mistakenly introduced Ukrainian President Zelensky as President Putin. I mean, Zelensky was over here laughing and everything, girl. So yeah, I don't know what y'all talking about. Now they talking about a Kamala Harris ticket and all type of stuff. Like, they're saying that they're testing Kamala and how she would fare run against Trump or whatever. And I'm just like, I don't have no confidence that shit gonna work at all, honey. At all, honey. If they didn't let Hillary white ass touch the Iron Throne, girl. If they did not let Hillary Clinton's white ass touch the Iron Throne, I don't know if they ever gonna let Kamala ass do that shit, as much as she reaching for that shit. And even Nancy Pelosi was using language like, child, we just gonna wait and see what decision Biden gonna make about running, because child, Nancy Pelosi ass, who got cobwebs as a heart, went up there and I mean, the most loyal to the Democratic Party, she went up there in front of the entire nation on one of these shows, these news shows, and said, well, girl, I don't know. We just waiting on which decision Biden gonna make, girl. If he even know his left from his right at this point, girl. They got him spinning around. That man so dizzy, girl. He be seeing the camera's flashing and shit, girl. As soon as if too many camera flashes, he gonna think that he going up to somebody, he going up to yonder somewhere. Like, girl, like lightning strikes or something, like somebody, like Zeus is about to take his ass out. Too many camera flashes on this man's eyes. Like, y'all gotta get him out of here, bro. Y'all gotta get him out of here. Now, I think there are two sides to why this man won't sit his ass down, right? Like, I think that there's this one side where American culture is so obsessed with work that we don't know when to sit our asses down. Who are you? If you aren't proving that you deserve to exist in this messed up system by constantly laboring, I just think that's one of the poisons of American society, is that we don't even know how to just sit and enjoy life, enjoy the universe, sit down and just exist as a being. We gotta be working, we gotta be slaving, we gotta be, So I think Biden's whole thing is that toxicity mixed also with the usual greedy, monstrous nature of these politicians. It's Biden not wanting to relinquish the power of the Iron Throne, girl. The power of Olympus, sitting on the throne of Olympus, honey. I mean, these are racist warmongers that we're talking about. He don't want to get up off that throne. He don't want to. And that's why he's sitting here, I'm running. Girl, you're barely walking like Mary, girl. Like, you're barely walking. So, you're crawling, babes. What are you talking about? So many people are looking real silly. Like I said, all of this could have been avoided if y'all got his ass out much sooner instead of, succumbing to this cultish, oh, well, we just got to support it no matter what. Now y'all looking like idiots running around mere months before the election. A scattered ass campaign, a shattered ass effort, while the Republicans are extremely confident in who, like I said before, who they want, what they want. They have a strategy ready to go. Y'all are pathetic. Like I said, the Democratic establishment has been pathetic, but this is just the culmination, the modern climax of all the stupidity. And now we all gonna suffer for it. A mess. Let me know what y'all think of this. Thank y'all so much for watching. Love you so much, and make sure that you have a good goddamn evening.
Headlock, got him in a headlock. Music to my ears, I'm about to make your head pop. Headlock, got him in a headlock. Yeah, bitch, I'm gon' dip after making your dead drop.